All right, I'm back with Ninja Gaiden 3, doing something a little different this time than what I normally do. I'm going to be playing the Japanese version of this game. It's not even on the Play Choice 10, so it's a bit funny that I'm doing this, but it's made totally different, or like there's some huge changes, and I kind of feel like for the sake of the summary video, it'd be good to play the original. I also like the game enough, and it's way easier, so I don't even think it's going to take that long. So I just thought it'd be kind of, it was something, it's not something I see as required to beat this game, but it's something I wanted to do, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer. Cutscene keeps starting without me wanting it to. One thing you'll already see is passwords. Not only does it, feature, not only does it have infinite continues, it even has a password system this time, which is not present in the US version at all. I think this is because I tested it, so we skipped opening cutscene, but I don't really care. So, from what I can tell, enemy difficulties are easier. There's passwords, there's no... Like, enemies do less damage, and I think the placements is even different. Then, also... There's infinite continues. Hello, Shining Manitin. There's infinite continues. Dying takes you back to the section you're on, so 1-1B will take you to 1-1B, not 1-1A. And game overs take you to the beginning of the 1-1A, whereas in the original, it would take you all the way back to the very, very first part of the level. It's kind of hard to describe, but basically, deaths and game overs are even more forgiving in this version. And then, of course, there's the obvious change of infinite continues, so... I kind of wanted to see it, so we're doing it for fun here. I don't think it'll take me long, because I've already beat the harder version, and it's, so much easier. Part of me, like, I don't know, I should game over at least once, right? I want to see it, you know? See how much easier it is. So hopefully it's not too easy. So I think like even this guy, yeah, he only does 1 damage. So I think even the bosses are doing less damage. Yeah. It's like, it's really interesting. It's more easier in Japan than everything else. Obviously, I'm gonna skip the cutscenes because they're in Japanese. Yet it's like you said, completely opposite the US. And again, this version never was on a Play Choice 10, which is the version I played, but like, I just wanted to see it. Because I like the game enough, and I'm just curious. Like, I wonder if this level's even gonna be easier. Remember how they threw a ton of guys at me when I was in the quicksand? We'll see. They're still kind of doing it. Maybe not quite as bad. I think it would just be interesting to have the footage to kind of show some differences between the US and Japanese versions for the sake of the summary video, you know? So I'm probably just going to consider this, as you already see, as part of the timer for the main game. Even if it's not exactly the version I played. I don't think anyone has ever officially said it was because of rentals, but that's kind of the commonly believed idea, because that was relatively normal. There were some games that actually were easier in the US than in Japan. But that's kind of the common theory as to why it was done. I don't know if, like, you know, the gamer culture of, oh, it's not a real game, it's not a hard game, was a thing or not. I wasn't around during then, so I don't know how much that might have had an influence on it, too. Or if maybe there was a backlash to how easy the Japanese version was, and they're like, oh, this series is known as the hard one. Can't make it that easy. I don't really know for sure. Or maybe a mix of all of the above. A lot of the bad guy placements seem similar from what I remember, but I guess I'll have to check my footage to see for sure. I'm definitely not taking a whole lot of damage here, that's for sure. I do think there was a guy here on this platform. I'm not sure, though. I looked into, oh, why wouldn't they have cared about rentals in Japan? And I found out that I don't exactly know the details, but there's actually a lot of, like, it's not as, I don't even know if it's legal at all, or I think it has to be, like, officially sanctioned by the company or something to be legal, or something weird like that. So the rules are more strict in Japan when it comes to renting services, which is probably why it's not actually as big of a concern. I don't actually understand all the nuances to it, though. Like, I think used games are fine, but although even that has possibly gone under fire by companies. But I think it's rentals are not. I don't know. I looked into it a little bit. Not an expert on it by any means, though. So don't quote me on it, I guess. I was watching the speedrun. They definitely use this power-up more, but that's also partly because they know exactly, like, when to use it, you know? Oh, see, that fish normally spawns on the left side, not the right side. And there's another one there. Yeah, that part's way harder in the US version. The placement of the fishies. I almost got messed up there, though. I still haven't even died once yet, though, to show this off. I don't know, should I? I'm sure I'll die by the end, right? Because as of right now, I'm smoking this game. Maybe I should have played this version first if I was going to do this. Yeah, dude spawned in from the upright there. They didn't in this version. Dude, even just the enemy spawns have made a huge difference. Maybe I did get that, actually. I'm starting to think I maybe did. Oh, well. It's so much easier so far. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, how many times have there been changes that were this drastic to the difficulty between variations? I guess, well, in a way you could say, because all the Mario games are generally made easier, at least 3 and World are, with the power-up drop, with the fact that in Japan, getting hit makes you small Mario. In Japan, but that's not true in the US version. There's a full, you know what, I'm gonna show it right here. So if you die, normally I would go back to 3-2A, but now I'm at 3-2D. Do you know how much easier this would have been with that alone? Like, think of the final stage and how much I had to redo. With having to go back this far. Are there even gonna be as many B dudes here? I saw one. Okay, there's still some. And, like, dying on a boss will only take me to the start of this room, I think, as opposed to the start of this whole section. Crazy. And I can just take this boss, of course. Unless he won't die! What the heck? Did I have to hit the other one? That was weird. I guess we're past the Super Mario Bros. Being too hard area. I guess so. Either that or it's just different companies had different approaches. I guess this is later on in the NES's life. And like I said, part of me wonders if that culture of, like, oh, real gamers are the ones who play hard games kind of thing, or that's what a real game is, became more prevalent over time in the West. At least during the start of the NES, you know? Or the early days of the video game industry. It's obviously not a thing anymore. Although it does make you wonder if that was partly a push by the industry just to make the games harder and take longer that way. Who knows? Could have been, again, a mix. Maybe not necessarily one nefarious intention, but a combinations of factors. There was 2 Bs there in the Japanese version. I mean, the US version. Oh my goodness. Or maybe I'm thinking of these guys? I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of those guys. Oh, hey, look, it's the song I opened the stream with. Got me. Ow. That's bad. But again, I don't even take that much damage. I like that timing was good. Oh yeah, Castlevania 3 is another example. I actually don't know if I knew that one. I knew the US version was hard because I've played it with save states. One of these days I'll go back through and do it without save states. It's now the only Castlevania game I haven't beaten without save states, because 2 and 4 were easy without save states. I struggled at the end of 1, which I've done now, and then I struggled with 3. So I'd kind of like to do it without, just to do it. Most of the increased difficulty of what game? Castlevania or this one? Or are you just saying in general? Oops. Come on, dang nabbit. I somehow knew I wasn't quite gonna get it. I knew it was gonna hit me, but I don't care because I don't take hardly any damage. Okay, Castlevania 3. Ooh, dude. All I can say is so far this has been a cakewalk compared to what I've been through. Oh, let's see how hard this one was, because this one spammed enemies at you. Look how little damage they're doing, man. Still quite a few. Oops, I don't think I wanted that power up, oh well. They haven't really, like, changed the type of enemies that spawn. It just seems like there's a bit more frequency of them, you know? They'll put 2 in instead of just 1, or put 1 at the end of the stage. Which I guess sort of is what I would expect. Woo! Ooh, okay, that was kind of an evil bad guy placement. Oh, I was gonna check the timer too. I wonder how that compares with the original. It's been a while since I played it. The Castlevania 3. I don't remember when I broke. Whoa, that's some weird flickering. Whoa, it's like changing the color. What the heck? Okay, why can I grab this wall? There's something weird going on with my NES. I don't really want to fidget with it now, though, so now we're playing with uglier colors, I guess. I did kind of recently mess with the cables in the back. Apparently, something's probably loose. I could try to touch it. Wait, I haven't seen any passwords, though. Does it mean you game over? Felt easier, but I also can't tell how much of this is just me being good at the game now, too. Or at least better than I was. Let's see, I'm not like speedrunner tier or something, but... Bum bum. Oops. And there goes my color. It's so weird. Why is it doing that? I know my system has like color, or my mod has color settings that I can configure it to, but I thought like, I don't know, I thought I had Ow, I did not see that star for some reason. I thought I had already, or I thought I had to do an input to make it change. Yeah, I don't know why. Sorry, the color's kind of weird right now. That's funny, you can just land on that while you're falling. How do I have this move? That downward move is so much better than I initially gave it credit for in the second game. This seems like less enemies in this room. They spammed you. Maybe not. Oops, I didn't actually mean to get that. Maybe it is about the same now I'm looking at it. I am playing this on my NES now, like I was saying, instead of on my PlayChoice 10 emulator. I wasn't sure if he was gonna jump up and hit me there, but just to be safe. That's something I got better at from the last stage, was jumping and doing an attack in midair. Because if you're holding to the side, it doesn't come out. But if you're... Oh, there was two bad guys there originally. I remember. Oh, but I don't know if that guy up there was present. I don't know, man. I just realized I'm still playing as if they're spawning like the old one, though, and I don't even know if that's true. Like, some of my strat there involved, like, overloading how many enemies are on screen. Dude, okay, this color flickering is starting to really annoy me. I wonder if just the cable in the back is loose or something. Is that guy always there? Seems kind of nasty. I don't remember him being there. What the heck? Japanese version is harder. I don't remember this part being this precarious. you? I can't recall. My favorite boss here, the guy who got me to sink into the ground like a dummy. I don't know when you can't hit him. Is it just while he's not, you can only hit him when he's crashing the wall? Dude, this color thing is so weird. I'm actually gonna die to a boss. Just kidding. It does have a different palette in the first place, but my color's changing back and forth right now, which is really weird. And like I said, my mod is set up to actually let you configure it to a few different things, and I landed on one I liked. It's kind of weird. I thought about, I have, I don't know, I have all the Castlevania games on the Wii U. And I thought about getting them on, or getting the collection as well, but I was like, I don't know if I want to double dip. It's just so much more convenient to have it on the Switch when that's the one I take everywhere. Or when that's not the one I take everywhere, because you can't literally take a Wii U, but that's the one that's always, you know, hooked up. I'm not even doing, like, my careful strats here. I'm just playing carelessly, and I still have so much health. You know, I was kind of hoping I'd at least get a game over. Oops, I just jump into the electricity on the wall. Maybe I will at this rate. No, who am I kidding? I still got 7 lives. Oops, I think I usually keep the vertical one here. Oh well. Doo-doo-doo. Ow. Will I die on this level? Maybe, but it doesn't matter because I hardly will lose any progress. These spawns have been kind of similar so far. Haven't noticed anything too different. So you don't have to play the US version of Castlevania 3. It's kind of funny. I got hit right at the end. My life is getting low. I don't know why my colors are still flickering so much. Wait, part of it's just this stage. It took me till, I think, Famicom Wars to finally realize that there was an input to change the color, and the problem was the input to change what palette I was using. Or it's not palette, I don't know exactly what you call it. The input for it, though, was the same input as my one of my save state menu things. So I kept constantly changing it without realizing it. You'll notice sometimes in my old videos, the colors can be kind of inconsistent, and that's why. I am kind of destroying this game, aren't I? Will I have enough time, though, here? I guess it doesn't matter, because dying doesn't take me all the way back to this room. One of the big changes that I don't have to be nearly as careful, because every hit, like at this point onwards, every hit was life that would affect the final battle. But now that's not true. All right, let's see how hard this room was, or is, compared to how hard it was. Dude, here still. Okay, they still gave you that nasty guy, and that nasty guy. Doesn't seem like they changed actually as much on this stage as far as enemy placement goes. Oh, I actually died! Dang. But look, I'm just at the beginning of this room now, with my 8 lives still remaining. Dang it. Now I'm playing garbage. So oh shoot, I don't have my move. Yo, this is actually gonna be rough now. I'm too used to the exact strat. I don't know how to handle this. Also, not having the bigger slice there kind of stinks. Okay, I get another one here, but I don't think I'm gonna get the better special move that I want. Oops. Yeah, I don't think I am. That's sketchy. Okay, star's still decent. Still didn't lose that much. Okay. Early any death so far. I've gotten 2 in this level and then 1 intentional one early on just to show off the respawning. So only 2 accidental deaths so far the whole run. Both on the last level near the end. Ow. Ow. Oh my goodness. Getting messed up! Doesn't really matter though, because I still have 1,000,000 lives. Continues aren't that bad. Dying isn't that bad. Oh, shoot. Ah! Again, not having my special weapon I normally have here is throwing me off a little bit. I forgot about that. Which I did on my final run. So, it's only fitting, I guess, right? I am probably gonna have to do this room again, though, when I die on the boss, inevitably. So this last room is definitely, stage is tougher, but again, infinite continues, dies don't take you as far back, game overs don't take you as far back. I thought I had it stun locked, if I'm being real with you. Yeah, here I had the move that let me shoot up and down. There's one more before the boss, or am I crazy? There's... What hit me? I must have touched him. There's first phase done. I might still die, lose another life here though. By the time all things are said and done. I actually didn't see this second phase that much. Oh, I forgot he does that though. Alright, can I beat this in 1 or with 3 health remaining? We'll see. Doesn't matter too much if you can't. Unless that thing I saw that one guy was talking about was actually the Japanese version. And you do have to do all the bosses in a row in this one. The change they made was just to make it more like the old ones. One life remaining, and I did it! Get destroyed, Ninja Gaiden 3. Can't actually skip this cutscene. I'm gonna maybe mess around with my colors a little bit. Or see if I can't fix the colors. I never even got to see the passwords, or I didn't game over either. That was so much easier. Oh my goodness. I'm sure I would have game overed more if it was my first time playing the game, you know? But it was not. All right, what's next? Actually, let me wait a minute before I get too much into it. All right, ending, right? Yeah, okay. Just go ahead and stop here. We don't need to watch the credits in Japanese. That's time.